As we have been covering Sherrone Moore and Michigan since the news broke, their new details have emerged and will continue to emerge as the police continue their investigation, and as he's been charged with 3 crimes, may be charged with more, but one that I think has really shed some light on what many wanted to know, in which how did this even get to a place where Michigan was informed and police were called? And now we're talking about Sherrone Moore being in an intimate relationship with a staffer for how long? What's up, kinfolk? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. If this is your first time watching Adapt and Respond, thank you for joining us here. We talk college football year round. If you're into that, hit that subscribe button, like this video, and answer the question in the comments below. Are any of these details new to you or shocking to you? As we are learning more and more about Sherrone Moore and his intimate relationship with a Michigan staffer that has gone on for far too long until it was reported. Now, it should be said on this show, we're only going to talk about things that police have informed us of and Michigan has informed us of. All of the rumor and the gossip that I'm sure many of you are interested in, you will find elsewhere. But there has been a steady train of segments on the show and will continue to be, where we operate from the standpoint of what is in our journalistic integrity and what it is that we are going to report for you. Journalism at its core is a service industry. You are trying to disseminate the news, and news is by definition not good. Everything else is, as they say, public relations. And Michigan is going to have to engage in that themselves. Here, I'm trying to tell you, as the viewer and subscriber, I hope, to the show, what it is that I know as soon as I know it to be accurate. So we get this from a detective that is investigating the case that led to the charges against Sherrone Moore by prosecutors, one of which is home invasion in 3rd degree, another is stalking, and another is breaking and entering without breaking, which lay terms, I believe, is trespassing. He was arraigned on Friday. He will be back in court in January, and we'll go from there. But for now, 911 call has been reported by The Athletic, in which you could hear the victim saying he's here, Sherrone is here. And you have her attorney alleging that he has engaged in let me make sure I get this right. Get this absolutely right. Long history of domestic violence. That's a strong claim. It's a very strong claim. And when you put together the incident that precipitated last Wednesday, where he's in her apartment without her permission, and he is picking up edge weapons and threatening to hurt himself in front of her and claim that it is her fault, you can get there. There have also been text messages and phone calls that have led to the stalking charge. But I think what is really disconcerting about this incident for Michigan and for players and for fans and for parents of players and for alumni is just how long the staffer alleged this relationship has been going. I don't think I was prepared for the number. I don't think I was prepared to think about how long this would have to be. I also really, really am worried and also praying for Sherrone's wife and family, because I'm sure that this is a horrendous time for them. And I trust and believe that their parents, or I should say her family, have wrapped their arms around her and circled those wagons, and that at this time they should want for nothing, and they should be allowed to grieve in their way and be taken care of in their way. I also have said on this show that given just what we have learned and what players are learning about their head coach, if they decided they did not want to play against Texas in the Cheez-It Bowl, okay, I understand. For those that would say that for players to feel betrayed in this way, because this is something that Sherrone definitely portrayed betrayed his wife in, that they should feel some kind of way about it, I would say you should grow up. Because the way in which we play college football and what we ask of players and what coaches ask of them is to look at them not unlike father figures, as men who are going to teach them how to be adult men with children of their own, families of their own. The values that Nick Saban and others would purport when they are trying to poo-poo how we do name, image, and likeness and revenue sharing are exactly what Sherrone Moore is supposed to be modeling. So it is a betrayal. It is, you don't believe any of the things that you taught me about accountability and about acceptance. You don't believe any of the things that you have purported to tell me about faith and process and understanding. And you certainly don't believe in simply being with the one you're with, because that's also kind of at the bottom of recruiting. And in this transfer portal era where people are upset that players are re-signing, miss me. I don't care that you're angry that they're taking a photo of a kid re-signing. Grow up. Grow up. You re-sign your contract when you need to re-sign your contract. Somebody wants to take a photo of you and post online, great. It's a job. I also think it's ridiculous that many can look at this incident with Sherrone Moore and not see themselves or the sport as betrayed. Because recruiting, we say, hey, you're married to the commitment is you professing your love and asking to marry. And others would say it's a business deal, it's a contract. Both are right, especially in the emotional, but also in the real business. College football is a huge business, $15 billion business, is growing. I mean, right now, if it wasn't a business, tell me why Michigan is facing $30 million in fines for what they had done. But now we get to Sherrone Moore losing his job, probably well after he should have lost his job, given how long this relationship had taken, because the staffer informed the University of Michigan on December 10th what had happened and that she was preparing to leave town. And I'm not going to speculate. What did happen after she informed the University of Michigan is he showed up at her house. She called the cops. Michigan terminated him. The cops showed up. And when you take into account that this relationship had been going on for 2 years, according to the victim, staffer, think about what has transpired in the University of Michigan football program the last 2 years, among them winning the national friggin' championship. As Sherrone Moore is the interim head coach for a pivotal part of that season. Jim Harbaugh coached less than half the season. Sherrone Moore also suspended for a game that season. Also, the guy that Jim Harbaugh had handpicked to be his successor. That's part of Jim Harbaugh's legacy, whether he likes it or not. 2 years is such a long time, man. Such a long time. And the weight of that must be devastating to all involved. Many questions will be asked. An investigation is underway by the university and by police, and I'm sure what they can tell, they will. But the thing for you to know is everybody now has to be even more vigilant. Things need to be above board. Things need to be decided out loud. Sunshine is the best disinfectant. So whatever led to this intimate relationship and how long it has lasted needs to be rooted out. Our sport has been plagued by scandal before. And as I said in an earlier segment, this one hurts me personally in a way that I was unprepared. And in that way, I feel empathetic to Michigan fans who must feel like they were socked in the jaw.